Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. In this video I will show you a game between Magnus Carlsen and Vladimir Fedoseev. This is a game from the FIDE World Cup 2021. Carlsen had white pieces and he started with e4. Fedoseev played c6, d4, d5, the Caro-Kann defense, e5, the advanced variation, bishop to f5, white to move. Carlsen played c4, and this move is not among the 5 most played moves. e6, knight to c3, pinning the knight, c takes on d5, queen takes on d5, knight to e2, queen to d8, asking a question, bishop to a5, knight to g3, attacking the bishop, knight to e7, bishop to c4, bishop to g6, h4, threatening h5, h6, h5, bishop to h7, queen to g4, black to move. King to f8 was played. Could be worse. If castling, then bishop takes on h6. Back to our game. That is why Fedoseev played king to f8. Carlsen castled king's side, knight to d7, knight from c to e4, bishop to c7, bishop to a2, knight to f5, knight takes knight, bishop takes knight, queen to f3, queen to e7, knight to g3, bishop to h7, queen to g4, c5, seeking the counterplay on the queen's side, white to move. Carlsen played this clever move, bishop to d2, rook to d8. If c takes on d4, then bishop to b4 is a bit unpleasant. Back to our game, rook to d8 was played. f4, knight to b6, bishop to c3, knight to d5, perhaps intending knight to e3 in some variations. Should white play a rook from a to e1? Carlsen played f5. Is this a blunder? No, it's not. Knight to e3 was played, forking the queen and the rook, queen to f3, black to move. Fedoseev played knight takes on f5. This is a better move than knight takes rook. If knight takes rook, rook takes knight, white stands better, despite losing the exchange. Back to our game. Knight to f5. Like I said, this is a better move than taking the rook. Knight takes on f5, bishop takes on f5. Black is a pawn up, but his king's rook is not very useful. So the extra pawn doesn't help much. Carlsen played d5, bishop to b6. If e takes on d5, queen takes bishop. Bishop to b6, bishop to c4, king to g8, d6. White obviously stands better. Queen to h4 attacking the bishop, b3 defending, rook to d7, queen to e2, queen to g4. Fedoseev offered to trade queens, but he was hit by a big surprise. The move is rook takes bishop, kaboom! Queen takes rook. If queen takes on e2, one line goes like this. Bishop takes on e2, pawn takes rook, bishop to b5, rook to d8, bishop to c4, rook to d7, rook to f1, white stands better. Back to our game. Queen takes on f5, rook to f1, queen to g5, bishop to d2, queen to d8, queen to g4. The white queen loves this spot. a6, white to move. How can white improve his position? What would you do? Please pause and find the best move for white. Did you pause? What did you find? Did you see this amazing move? Rook takes pawn on f7, kaboom. King takes rook. Let's take it back. If rook takes on f7, then queen takes on e6. After queen to f8, d7, and now if bishop to d8, then queen to e8, king to h7, bishop takes on f7, white wins. But let's go back. How about, instead of bishop to d8, king to h7? Is that a better move? Then queen to g6, check. And after the king goes back to g8, queen takes bishop on b6. Back to our game. So we have king takes rook, queen takes on e6, check, king to f8, queen to f5, check, king to e8, queen to g6, check, king to f8, queen to f5, check. e6 immediately was also a good move. Queen to f5, check, king to e8, queen to g6, check, king to f8, and now e6, attacking the rook, threatening e7. Queen to f6, pawn takes rook, queen takes queen, pawn takes queen. Who is better? White is much better. The black rook is a sad piece. Bishop to d8 was played, bishop to e6, h5, trying to activate the sad rook, king to f2, h4, but now bishop to g4. And the black rook can't get in the game. b5, king to f3, b4, a takes on b4, c takes on b4, and after playing this move, Fedoseev resigned. For the entertainment purpose, I will show you just one line. King to e4, a5, king to f5, black is in Zugzwang, king to g8, bishop to g5, bishop takes bishop, king takes bishop, a4, pawn to d8, queen, checkmate. Carlsen won bronze in the World Cup. He has too much gold anyway. What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.